Hello and welcome to my Tarot for Beginners course. If you're new here, this is my free course that is available on the web to help you orientate yourself to understanding the tarot. This course has got all the little bits, it just introduces you to all the little bits that I felt I needed to know when I first learned the tarot to help me kind of get my head around it. I just felt I couldn't get my head around it when I first started. So my hope is this course is helpful to you. If you would like to be part of my community and learn with me ongoing, join the Tarot for Beginners course. Connect with yourdeck.com/beginners. The course is free. It will send you email reminders just once a week to come in and watch the videos. It'll invite you into my Facebook group. Of course, if you're not on Facebook, you don't have to be part of that group. You can interact here on YouTube if that's what you prefer. And it will also invite you into my Tarot Lovers Library, which is full of all my free goodies. It shows you all of my free courses. I've got little ebooks to download and that sort of thing. And of course, if you want to support my channel and you've just found me and you don't want to lose me, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's free. It really does help my channel. If you want to be notified when I upload videos, hit the notifications bell. Give me a thumbs up because that lets YouTube know that you love my content. And of course, I have got a workbook for the course. You don't have to buy the workbook, it's optional, but I've got it on Amazon as a book in your hands, print on demand. I've also got electronic versions on Etsy. I've got an instant download that you can print at home if that's easier for you, or an electronic version that you can use on GoodNotes for iPad, or I think it's Noteworthy. I've called it GoodNotes because that's the most popular app that people use, but any PDF editing software will enable you to use the journal and actually not even have to print it out, which is the cheapest and greenest way to be part of the course, get the extra notes, which will help you get more out of the course and support my channel at the same time. So we're going to talk about the elements. This is a classic topic in so many Tarot for Beginners courses. I'm going to talk to you about how the elements help you to get a sense of the general overall meanings of the cards. So the elements follow the Wiccan pentagram, which is here. And I've explained all of that in the Tarot for Beginners book. And I also have put the colors on the Tarot and Astrology cheat sheet. So you've got the colors there. And the colors I've used, which you'll see in a minute because I'm going to turn the camera around, are purple for the Major Arcana, even though the Major Arcana has all of their own elemental attributions. The general color that generally gets used for the Major Arcana is purple because it's considered to be spiritual. Then wands are red, cups are blue, swords are yellow, and pentacles are green. So it's just a way of color coding the cards to help you understand them. So, and they're traditional colors that go with the pentagram that I've explained in the workbook. So I'm going to talk to you about the elements and show you the workbook and just help you get a sense of what all that's about. So let's spin the camera around and take a look at tarot and the elements. So in this video, we are going to have a look at the classical elements. And you can see here that I've done a little bit of a description of the classical elements here for you and a little bit of a reflection before we move on to the next topic. This is not a big topic, but it's an important topic. For those of you who are new here, if you're wondering what I'm using, I'm using my iPad, and you can click around in here to find all sorts of different things to do with astrology, all of the different topics that I've talked about in the video series. I've also got a workbook that you can follow through and use here, Tarot for Beginners. And I've also got a printed version as well for those of you who like to print and do your own thing with printing. But I'm using the iPad because I'm loving it. I'm actually really loving it at the moment. It's really easy to use. The more you click around in it, the better you get at it. And I'm going to have a little play with it and see if I can show you how to use the tarot meanings pages when we get up to that stage. So this is the classical elements. And what we're going to talk about is how the classical elements are attributed to the tarot cards. Now, there are basically global elements that are attributed to each one of the arcana. So the tarot deck is made up of, if I move this across a little bit, we've got pentacles, swords, cups. This is just a little reminder for those of you who are new. Wands. So they're your 4 minor arcana. And then you've got your major arcana here. So the colours of the each one of these arcanas, there's actually elements attributed to each one. Why can't I speak? So the Fool has its, the major arcana, has a global attribution of spirit. And this all comes from the pentagram, which is a universal symbol across esoteric wisdom that explains the elements or the big components that make up creation. So the major arcana has this global reference of spirit. The wands are fire, the cups are water, the swords are air, and the pentacles are earth. Now, where does this come from? Well, if you go back to my astrology section and you look at the chart, and I'll just move these over here, you can see that whoops, come on, do your thing. No, don't do that. There we go. You can see that I've got colour, and that's because all of the wands, or these cards here, the wands, are attributed to the fire signs. So we're looking at Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Or, as you see here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All of the cups, which are these cards here, are attributed to Cancer, here, and you can see I've used the colours to help Scorpio and Pisces. You can see I've used the colours to help you track through on the chart. And this chart is just this here in written form. Then you've got the swords here, which is yellow. If we look here, we've got Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So it's not just pulled out of the air. And then you've got the Pentacles, which are these cards here. And the Pentacles, you can see here, are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Now, your wands are fire signs, red or fire. Your cups are water signs, which is, again, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Your swords are air signs or yellow, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Your pentacles are green or earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Now, here, the major arcana are collectively known as spirit. They tend to be referred to as purple, but as you can see moving through here, they all have all their own attributions, just to make life really confusing. And I've done if I turn this back around, I have done a homework sheet for you in the classical elements section where you can use that astrological chart and look up all of the attributions for each one. The elemental attributions go away. The elemental attributions for each one of the major arcana cards. So you've got a record of them, and they're all over here on this sheet. So it's all in the journal. So that's the classical elements. The colors are just traditional. That pentagram I've shown you here is just a universal symbol across all forms of esoteric wisdom. It comes right back from Hermes or the Hermetic study, and it's filtered out into Wicca. It's filtered out into Druids. It's everywhere. This symbol. It basically describes the 5 major elements that make up everything in the world, and they're known as the classical elements. So they're not related to the elemental table, and the way we describe them is not related to the elemental table, just not to get completely confused. So that's the elements. And of course, once you realize that the cards relate to astrology, you start to have more of a sense of what they mean when you understand that they relate to elements. So for example, fire is action. If you think about the fire signs of Aries, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, you're talking about signs that take action. If you're looking at water, you're looking at emotion, you're looking at the more emotional signs of Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. If you're looking at air, you're looking at a more intellectual signs like Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And of course, if you're looking at Pentacles, which are green, which are earth signs, you're looking at signs that are more grounded or fixed, such as Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So once you start to learn astrology, this is why you can understand why I got so excited about astrology, because it starts to bring the meaning of the cards really together. I found of all the different things that I studied, the astrology was the most powerful of all of it. And I'm definitely going to be doing a course in detail on tarot and astrology, and we're going to be stepping into detail into astrology, and we're going to be pulling the tarot cards into it. So that's the next big course I'm going to be writing. So it's coming. I'm working on it. Take care, everybody. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notifications bell. If I don't say it, everyone forgets to do it, and it really, really does support my channel. I so appreciate you if you can do that. And of course, also, don't forget to join the course. It's free. You get lots of extra goodies. connectwithyourdeck.com/beginners. And I will see you in the next video where we are going to be looking at numerology. I'll give you a little sneak peek there. And I'm going to be teaching you how you can calculate different cards using numerology that have meanings for you. So take care, everybody, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.